Hey everybody, today's October 13th, 2020, 57 Fahrenheit, it's around 8 o'clock at night, and we're gonna walk Astoria, Queens tonight with special guests.
Hi guys, thank you Kenneth the Kid for having me on your YouTube channel. I'm super excited to be walking the streets of Astoria. Why don't we go for a chilly cold stroll down 31st Avenue. Tell me a little bit, Kenneth the Kid, how long have you had your show?
About 3.5 years.
What is the secret to success of a great YouTube show?
You really gotta be consistent, know what your fans want and your audience needs, and that's how you grow the channel pretty much, and do something you love.
That's amazing. I think that exactly always resonates. Tell me about what kind of response you get from people as you're doing your show.
I get a lot of people who used to live in New York, people who want to travel here, and they're just really grateful that I'm doing these videos. They're like, wow, I haven't been to New York in like so and so amount of years, and I never been to this neighborhood before. It's really a great experience to be offering this to people.
That's awesome. Well, I'm super glad you're doing it. We're so excited to be here with you today. Let me see what your frame looks like. Oh my god.
Yeah, we got our whole TV production here.
This is awesome, and you have our lighting, so that's just adding
it works.
A highlight. Tell me about your love of Croatian food. When it comes to Croatian food, tell me a little bit how you discovered it.
Well, naturally, I love experiencing different cultures in the city, and Croatian food was just another one of those, avenues I wanted to explore. And over here, there's a few Croatian places in Astoria, and we just had the dinner tonight. It was amazing.
I know,
really nice. Yep.
Guys, do you know who Kenneth the Kid is?
I don't know. Who is me?
He's a super awesome YouTube person with how many followers?
190,000 subscribers.
190,000 subscribers.
It's a lot. Almost 200,000.
Awesome. Enjoy your dinner. Well, thank you, Kenneth, for being a part of our show. Thank you for allowing me to be on your show.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed letting me show you around Astoria and all the Croatian food here.
Thank you so much. I hope we can catch up again for some more Croatian food with some more dishes. I wish you continued success and keep doing what you're doing.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so Ella is actually going to be leaving me, but we're going to be continuing the rest of this walk of Astoria. Gonna go right back towards 31st Avenue. So that was actually a Croatian television show, national TV. They're airing a segment called What's Up America. It's gonna be airing in January, and I'm gonna be in it. They want to showcase different people living in different places in America, showcase some Croatian food, and I'm very excited on how it turned out. But anyway, we'll go walk the rest of 31st Avenue here towards Steinway Street. There's a few new places here on 31st Avenue which I have yet to try. There's this wood-fired pizza place which I heard was very good. It's a milk flour. I don't really show my own neighborhood late at night like this too often, unless it's like a Friday night or a weekend night. 31st Avenue is more known as one of the quieter avenues in the neighborhood. The city also implements the Open Streets program here from time to time. I know down there for about 2 blocks, the street is supposed to be closed off to traffic, And if traffic does drive there, they're only limited to 5 miles an hour. Hopefully the picture isn't too dark. It does seem that there isn't enough lighting on this street. With the exception of this one building lamp. I don't think 31st Avenue will ever be as developed as Broadway or 30th Avenue. There's still a lot of residential buildings here on the side, which kind of limits the development of the area. This is 36th Avenue. There is a bicycle lane which runs along 36th Avenue to the northern parts of Astoria. I believe it ends at 20th Avenue. It's a very nice church across the street. Probably can't see it too well. Here's 37th Street in Astoria, Queens. And here's a small outdoor dining setup from this restaurant. This is a grand reopening. Sabor de Cuba. Looks very inviting. And JJ's Asian Fusion restaurant over here. So it got rated. The supermarket of the area, Associated Market. I come here from time to time, but not too often. You can see they have their prices on the top here. It's pretty affordable. 2 for $5 for a head of broccoli. 8 lines for $2 and 59 cents for bananas. I believe that's a good price for bananas. I find the going rate for bananas now are about 69 cents a pound. Although the prices of bananas have gone up quite significantly during COVID. I remember they were 39 cents a pound. So now they are almost double the price now. One of the big increases from COVID also happened to eggs and also rice and bread. A loaf of bread now, I can pay $4 for a loaf of bread when before it used to cost like $2. So a lot of price increases across the grocery spectrum, which is not a good sign because we all want our groceries to be less expensive. Now here I am on Steinway Street, named after the Steinway family because they settled here in Astoria and helped develop the Steinway Village, where their piano factory was settled. Steinway Street shouldn't be too lively right now, although we may find some places of activity like this place here, Addie's Barbecue. They've got an outdoor dining set up here. Although no one's really dining out this time. It's almost like 8:30 at night. I do find that Steinway Street has been declining ever since the mid-90s. It seems like Steinway Street stores are always opening up and then closing a few months later. It's always been kind of like a whack-a-mole of retail businesses on Steinway. The rents here are notoriously high, and the foot traffic here isn't nearly as much as it once was. I guess the store is doing cleaning right now with some vacuuming. Oh no, it wasn't that store, this one here. That gentleman is buffing the wood tables. Store for rent. This used to be GNC, the vitamin shop. My gosh, really? Oh my gosh. That guy's back hit the ground. So crazy. People sometimes drive like maniacs around here. Sometimes with the idea of just making noise. And a lot of residents don't like that. Wow, this used to be the corporate Sprint store. Oh my gosh. I never knew they were moving out from here. This Sprint store was here forever. And now there's like an office chair out for disposal and everything. Times sure are changing, folks. But then again, why do you need a Sprint store when Sprint is no more? Now it's part of T-Mobile. I remember going into the Sprint store because I used to have their phone plan for many years, as a matter of fact. But Sprint is notorious for having one of the worst services in New York City. There's Rizzo's Fine Pizza across the streets. Rizzo's is a staple in the neighborhood. I think their business goes all the way back to the maybe the 70s, even older than that. Very famous for their Sicilian slices. Here's another place for lease. Oh my gosh. I think this was Boost Mobile, yeah. You can see it. I think Boost Mobile was also owned by Sprint. So all of the Sprint locations here are closing up. And now I'm going to turn onto 30th Avenue, Astoria, Queens, where most of the nightlife has gone to nowadays. This place here, the Star Restaurant, has been here forever. but I see less and less people over there, unless it's not the times when I visit. But we'll see how life is on 30th Avenue, Astoria, Queens on a Tuesday, late at night. And life is very loud as normal here. That car alarm has to go off sometime, or else people are gonna complain because they can't go to sleep. And having an annoying car alarm like that doesn't really help when there's a car theft in place or someone breaks into your car, because everyone ignores the car alarm anyway. Here's Biscotti. The Mediterranean market is coming soon. And they didn't need all their outdoor seating, so they put some of it away here. Yeah, as I expected, it's very quiet now here. These two blocks are the busiest blocks in 30th Avenue, Astoria, Queens.
Alright guys, you guys are all set. Thank you so much.
People are pretty much just wrapping up their night now. Really, all of these restaurants, they're really quiet now. And also, I do have to mention this place here, long time Astoria business, the Queen's Comfort. It used to be past Steinway Street on 30th Avenue, and now it's another location which is owned by them. But the original Queen's Comfort business and the brand name moved over here. It was very famous for their comfort food like mac and cheese and po' boys, chicken and waffles and burgers. And I believe they closed up, or are about to close up. I think October 15th is their last day. So, long time Astoria business, Queen's Comfort, coming to an end. Let's go peer into the restaurant. So, those of you who remember this restaurant can remember the interior here, but it was always known as a restaurant with a funky interior. They had like clouds on the roof and weird statues like the Ronald McDonald against the wall and Frankenstein, and all the retro vibe as well. Even their chairs look like from the 80s. But yeah, Queen's Comfort was really never my kind of food, because I prefer like a little bit of a lighter food and not so heavy. But it was always a place with a lot of atmosphere, and people loved that food just because it was very filling and very heavy. That's what brought the customers to go dine there. Here's Antica. Antica has 2 tables seated, which is nice to see. Gyro World. I already ate dinner. I had a very large Croatian meal with the Croatian TV cast at the Rooter Club. Rooter Club is on 34th Avenue and 46th Streets in Astoria, Queens. It's actually a little bit eerie to see 30th Avenue like this, with a lot of the businesses closed and not too much activity here. But then again, it is like 9 o'clock at night. Actually, it feels a little earlier than that. Let me check the time. 8:41. Fifth Streets, Grand Avenue Pizza. It's good to see this place busy. The Mocharon Incorporated Azaka. I really like that place. Now my question is Ample Hills Creamery still open on the corner here? Because they're the ice cream place, and now it's getting a little bit colder, so is ice cream even going to be desired or eaten at this time? They lost a lot of business during COVID when many restaurants were scared to open up. Alright, so they did decorate for Halloween to invite people over, but as expected, no one's eating ice cream at this time. El Fornile Bakery Due. There's another El Fornile Bakery further down on 30th Avenue. El Rey del Taco Truck, always open late. You can always get a late night burrito or a taco to bring home if you so desire. It's one of my favorite options for takeout food in Astoria, Queens. I just saw a colored pepper just roll off the fruit barrel there. Not the fruit barrel, the crate. See all these fresh apples, all picked in time for the harvest. I don't know how much the apples were. The grocery store, the trade fair, I know sells them for 79 cents a pound. But here at Linky, you have the apples here, 99 cents a pound. But these apples look a lot better than the other ones down the block.
I really like them as people.
Here's the Green Bay Organic Foods Market. They always got a lot of good stuff to sell here. $1.49 a pound for golden nugget pumpkins. These are kind of strange. Kaboka, which is I think a Japanese pumpkin, for $1.99 a pound. And you can get a pumpkin the size of this for 10 bucks. So not a bad deal for a pumpkin. It is the season, and oh my gosh, I can't even speak right because that's how deep this pothole is. It's like no bottom here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Woo! You saw how deep that pothole went. So, folks, I am going to end this live video now. I mean, this video now. It's not live. And take the subway. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button for me, destroy it. Subscribe for some more videos and live streams. And I've got a train to catch because it's only coming in 1 minute. See you later.
Close the doors, please.